The desolate landscape of Epsilon Eridani stretched out before Olivia Reeves, a mix of rust-colored rocks and swirling dust devils. Her exosuit's filters worked overtime, struggling against the planet's thin, abrasive atmosphere. As lead xenoarchaeologist for the Terran Exploratory Corps, Olivia had seen her fair share of alien worlds, but this one felt different. "Any readings, ARIA?" she asked her air companion. "Negative, Dr. Reeves," the artificial intelligence responded. "Wait, anomalous energy signature detected. Bearing 047, range 500 meters. Olivia's heart raced. After months of fruitless searching, could this be it? She activated her suit's propulsion system, gliding over the rocky terrain towards the coordinates. As she crested a hill, her breath caught in her throat. There, half buried in the red soil, was a structure unlike anything she'd ever seen. Its surface gleamed with an iridescent sheen, defying the erosion that had claimed the surrounding rocks. "ARIA, begin full-spectrum analysis," Olivia commanded, approaching the object cautiously. The A's voice crackled in her ear. "Structure composed of unknown alloy. Age estimate, inconclusive. Detecting faint energy emissions." Olivia circled the artifact, her mind racing with possibilities. Its smooth, curved surface was unmarred by time, standing in stark contrast to the eroded landscape around it. As she completed her circuit, she noticed a slight depression in the otherwise featureless exterior. "ARIA, focus scans on this area," she said, indicating the spot. "Scans indicate a potential access point," ARIA replied. "Caution advised." Olivia hesitated. Protocol dictated she should call for backup, wait for a full containment team. But curiosity burned within her. She dreamed of a discovery like this her entire career. "Sometimes you have to take risks for the sake of knowledge," she muttered, reaching out to touch the depression. The moment her gloved hand made contact, the artifact hummed to life. Lines of pulsing light spread across its surface like veins, converging on a central point. The ground beneath Olivia's feet began to tremble. "Dr. Reeves, energy readings are spiking exponentially," AOIO warned. "Recommend immediate withdrawal." But it was too late. A beam of intense light shot skyward from the artifact, punching through the thin atmosphere of Epsilon Eridani and into space beyond. Olivia shielded her eyes, stumbling backward. As the light faded, she looked up to see the beam stretching into infinity, a beacon calling out to the stars. In that moment, Olivia knew she had changed the course of human history forever. "AOIA," she said, her voice barely a whisper. "Contact Earth. Tell them we're not alone anymore." The A's response was drowned out by a low, resonant hum emanating from the artifact. Symbols began to appear on its surface, glowing with an inner light. Olivia fumbled for her scanner, desperate to record every detail. "Dr. Reeves," AOIA interrupted, "I'm detecting multiple objects entering the system at superluminal velocities. Estimated time to arrival, 17 minutes. Olivia's excitement turned to dread. "What have I done?" she whispered, staring at the pulsing artifact before her. The beacon she had inadvertently activated wasn't just a signal, it was an invitation, and now something was coming to answer it. She tried to calm her racing thoughts. This was first contact, the moment humanity had both dreamed of and feared for centuries. And she, Olivia Reeves, would be at the center of it all. "RIA, prepare all available data for transmission to Earth," she ordered, her voice steadier than she felt. "And open a channel to whatever's coming. Let's hope they're friendly." As AOIA complied, Olivia turned her gaze skyward. The stars seemed to shimmer, as if in anticipation of what was to come. In less than 20 minutes, everything would change. Humanity's place in the universe would be forever altered. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for what lay ahead. Whatever happened next, there was no going back. The beacon had been lit, and the galaxy had answered. Now, It was up to her to represent humanity in its first steps onto a much larger stage. The artifact pulsed again, more insistently this time. Olivia approached it, drawn by an inexplicable urge. As she placed her hand on its smooth surface once more, a flood of images rushed through her mind. Alien worlds, advanced civilizations, and cosmic wonders beyond her wildest imagination. "Oh, she gasped, overwhelmed by the visions. "Are you seeing this?" "Negative, Dr. Reeves," the AI responded. "Your neural patterns are highly erratic. Are you experiencing some form of communication?" Before Olivia could answer, the ground shook violently. In the sky above, the fabric of space itself seemed to ripple and tear. Through the rift emerged a massive ship, its design as alien and beautiful as the artifact before her. First contact had arrived, and Olivia Reeves stood at the threshold of a new era for humanity. As the alien vessel descended through Epsilon Eridani's atmosphere, Olivia felt a mix of awe and trepidation. The ship was massive, easily dwarfing any spacecraft humanity had ever constructed. Its hull shimmered with an otherworldly iridescence, reminiscent of the artifact she had activated. "Oh, any response to our transmission?" Olivia asked, her eyes fixed on the approaching ship. "Negative, Dr. Reeves. No decipherable communication received," the AI replied. The alien craft came to a halt about 100 meters from Olivia's position, hovering silently above the dusty terrain. A hatch on its underside began to open, and Olivia held her breath as a figure emerged. The alien that descended from the ship was unlike anything Olivia had imagined. It stood nearly 3 meters tall, with a slender, almost ethereal body. Its skin seemed to shift colors like the surface of a soap bubble, and multiple limbs moved with fluid grace. Most striking were its eyes, large, multifaceted organs that seemed to take in every detail at once. Olivia took a tentative step forward, her heart pounding. "Hello," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "I am Dr. Olivia Reeves of Earth. We come in peace." The alien tilted its head, regarding her with those mesmerizing eyes. Then, to Olivia's shock, it spoke, not with words, but with a series of musical tones that seemed to resonate directly in her mind. "Oh, are you translating this?" Olivia asked, struggling to make sense of the alien's communication. "Negative, Dr. Reeves. No discernible language pattern detected. However, your neural activity suggests direct cognitive interaction." The alien gestured towards the artifact, its movements graceful and purposeful. As it approached the structure, the pulsing lights intensified, responding to its presence. Olivia watched in fascination as the being placed one of its limbs on the artifact's surface. Suddenly, the air around them shimmered, and a holographic display sprang to life. Stars, planets, and galaxies swirled around them, creating a breathtaking cosmic tapestry. At the center of it all was Earth, highlighted and pulsing gently. The alien turned to Olivia, its eyes seeming to convey a mix of curiosity and, was that concern? It gestured again, and the holographic display zoomed in on Earth, showing a timeline of human history. Olivia gasped as she saw pivotal moments flash by: the first use of tools, the discovery of fire, the rise and fall of civilizations. But then the timeline continued into the future, and what Olivia saw filled her with dread. Wars on a global scale, environmental catastrophes, and finally, a cataclysmic event that left Earth a barren wasteland. "No," Olivia whispered, reaching out to touch the hologram. "This can't be our future." The alien made a sound that Olivia somehow understood as sympathetic. It gestured once more, and the hologram shifted, showing an alternative timeline, one where humanity worked together, reached for the stars, and joined a galactic community. Olivia's mind raced. Are you showing us a choice?" The alien nodded, its eyes conveying a sense of urgency. It touched the artifact again, and this time, Olivia felt a surge of knowledge flood her mind. She understood, with sudden clarity, that the artifact was more than just a beacon, it was a key. a key to unlocking humanity's potential, to accessing the wisdom and technology of countless alien civilizations. But with that understanding came a sobering realization. The artifact's activation had not just alerted this one alien race, it had signaled to the entire galaxy that humanity had reached a crucial juncture. Some would come to help, others to hinder, and still others to exploit. The alien's message was clear. The choice of which path to follow was now in humanity's hands. As if on cue, Aoia's voice cut through Olivia's thoughts. Dr. Rees, multiple additional vessels detected entering the system. Estimated time to arrival, 30 minutes. Olivia looked at the alien, seeing her own mix of hope and fear reflected in its multifaceted eyes. She knew that the decisions she made in the next half hour would shape the destiny of her entire species. "RIA," she said, her voice steady with newfound determination. "Open a channel to Earth. It's time to wake up the planet. We've got a lot of work to do." As AORIA complied, Olivia turned back to the alien. "I don't know if you can understand me," she said, "but thank you. We won't waste this opportunity." The alien made a gesture that Olivia somehow knew meant both good luck and farewell. It began to retreat towards its ship, its mission apparently complete. Olivia watched it go, then turned her attention back to the artifact and the holographic display still shimmering around her. The fate of humanity now rested on her shoulders, and she was determined not to let her species down. As the alien ship disappeared into the swirling clouds of Epsilon Eridani B, Olivia turned her attention to the more pressing matter at hand. The artifact continued to pulse with energy, its holographic display now showing a real-time map of the approaching vessels. "RIA, status update on our transmission to Earth," Olivia requested, her eyes scanning the celestial map. "Message received and acknowledged, Dr. Reeves. The United Earth Council has convened an emergency session. They're awaiting further information." Olivia nodded, her mind racing. How could she possibly convey the magnitude of what was happening? The fate of humanity hung in the balance, and she was the only one with first-hand knowledge of the situation. "RIA, prepare a detailed report of everything we've learned. Include all sensor data from the artifact and our interaction with the alien visitor. Transmit it to Earth immediately." As AORIA compiled the data, Olivia studied the approaching ships. They were diverse in size and design, suggesting multiple alien races were en route. Some moved with purpose, while others seemed to meander, as if unsure of their destination. Suddenly, a new ship appeared on the display, much closer than the others. It must have been cloaked, Olivia realized with a start. Before she could react, a beam of light engulfed her, and she felt the familiar sensation of molecular transportation. In an instant, Olivia found herself standing in what appeared to be the bridge of an alien vessel. The room was alive with holographic displays and pulsing bioluminescent panels. At the center stood a being unlike any she had encountered before. The alien was tall and slender, with 4 arms and skin that seemed to shimmer with an inner light. Its head was elongated, with large, intelligent eyes that regarded Olivia with unmistakable curiosity. "Welcome, Dr. Olivia Rees of Earth," the being spoke, its voice resonating in Olivia's mind rather than her ears. "I am Ambassador Zarthol of the Galactic Conclave. We have much to discuss and little time." Olivia's scientific training kicked in, overriding her initial shock. "Ambassador Zarthol," she said, trying to keep her voice steady, "I'm honored to meet you, but I must protest this abduction. Zarthol raised a hand, cutting her off. "My apologies for the abruptness, but time is of the essence. The artifact you've activated has set in motion events that will shape the future of your species and, indeed, the entire galaxy." As if on cue, a holographic display sprang to life, showing the various ships approaching Epsilon Eridani B. Zarthol gestured towards it with one of his 4 arms. "Not all who approach come with benevolent intentions," the ambassador explained. "Some seek to exploit your world's resources, others to subjugate your people. The Galactic Conclave aims to prevent this, but we cannot interfere directly without risking greater conflict. Olivia's mind reeled at the implications. Then why am I here? What can I do? Zarthol's eyes seemed to soften. You, Dr. Reeves, have been chosen by the artifact. It has imparted to you knowledge that your people will need to navigate the challenges ahead. But more importantly, it has recognized in you the qualities that humanity will need to take its place among the stars. The ambassador moved to a control panel, manipulating holographic interfaces with practiced ease. We don't have much time. I'm going to give you a crash course in galactic politics and the technology you'll need to defend your world. For what felt like hours, but was likely only minutes, Zarthol bombarded Olivia with information. She learned of ancient alliances and age-old conflicts, of technologies that seemed like magic and sciences that defied her understanding of the universe. As the lesson concluded, alarms began to sound throughout the ship. "The others are arriving," Zarthol said, his tone urgent. "You must return to the surface. Remember, the choices you make in the coming days will determine the fate of your species." Before Olivia could respond, the transportation beam engulfed her once more. In a blink, she was back on the surface of Epsilon Eridanib, the artifact pulsing before her. "OIA," Olivia called out, her voice filled with newfound purpose. "Are you still with me?" "Affirmative, Dr. Reeves. You were absent for approximately 7.3 minutes. I've detected multiple ships entering orbit." Olivia took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. "OIA, open a channel to Earth. It's time to prepare humanity for its greatest challenge yet." As she began to relay her experiences and the crucial information she had gained, the sky above Epsilon Eridani lit up with the arrival of countless alien vessels. The next chapter in human history was about to unfold, and Olivia Reeves stood at its epicenter, ready to guide her species into an uncertain but exciting future. As Olivia finished her transmission to Earth, the sky above Epsilon Eridani became a tapestry of alien vessels. The sheer diversity of designs was breathtaking, some organic and fluid, others geometric and imposing. But Olivia had no time to marvel at the spectacle. The knowledge imparted by Zarthol burned in her mind, demanding action. "OIA, status update on Earth's response," Olivia requested, her eyes fixed on the artifact. "The United Earth Council has declared a global state of emergency, Dr. Reeves. They're mobilizing all available resources and have requested your immediate return." Olivia shook her head. "Negative. We can't abandon the artifact. It's the key to everything." As if responding to her words, the artifact pulsed more intensely. The holographic display expanded, filling the air around her with a dizzying array of information. Star charts, technological schematics, and what appeared to be historical records flashed by in rapid succession. "OIA, are you recording this?" Olivia asked, her voice filled with awe. "Affirmative, Dr. Reeves. Data stream is unlike anything in our databases, processing and transmitting to Earth in real time." Suddenly, a new image stabilized in the holographic field. It showed a race of beings, similar in appearance to the first alien Olivia had encountered. The display zoomed out, revealing a vast civilization spanning multiple galaxies. "The precursors," Olivia whispered, recalling the information Zarthol had shared. These were the beings who had created the artifact, who had seeded the galaxy with the potential for intelligent life. As she watched, the image changed, showing the precursors' civilization in decline. A great calamity, the nature of which Olivia couldn't comprehend, forced them to retreat from the galaxy. But before they left, they created the artifacts, cosmic waypoints to guide younger races when they were ready to join the galactic community. Dr. Reeves, AOIA interrupted, incoming transmission from one of the alien vessels in orbit. Before Olivia could respond, a harsh, guttural voice filled the air. "Humans of Earth, hear me. I am Warlord Xaruk of the Drakari Empire. Your world now belongs to us. Surrender the artifact or face annihilation." Olivia's heart raced. This was exactly what Zalthal had warned her about. She knew she had to act fast. "OIA, activate the artifact's defensive protocols," Olivia commanded, drawing upon the knowledge the precursors had imparted to her. The artifact hummed to life, projecting a shimmering energy field that enveloped Olivia and extended outward for several kilometers. Above, she could see flashes of light as the drug-carry ships opened fire, their weapons dissipating harmlessly against the shield. "This is Dr. Olivia Reeves of Earth," she broadcast, her voice steady despite her fear. "We claim protection under the Galactic Conclave's Treaty of Emerging Civilizations. Any aggressive action against us will be met with the full force of Conclave law." There was a tense moment of silence. Then, to Olivia's relief, she heard Zarthal's voice. "The Galactic Conclave recognizes Earth's claim. Warlord Xarak, stand down your forces immediately." The standoff lasted for what felt like an eternity. Finally, Xarak's ships began to retreat, leaving orbit with obvious reluctance. As the immediate threat passed, Olivia turned her attention back to the artifact. Its display had changed again, now showing a detailed map of Earth's solar system. Glowing points indicated the locations of more artifacts hidden throughout their cosmic backyard. "OIA," Olivia said, a smile forming on her face, "inform Earth that we've got a treasure hunt to organize." As she began coordinating humanity's first steps into a larger universe, Olivia couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement. The revelations of the past few hours had changed everything, but they had also given humanity a chance to learn, to grow, and to take its place among the stars. The artifact pulsed once more, as if in approval. Olivia Reeves, once a simple xenoarchaeologist, now stood as humanity's guide to a cosmic legacy beyond imagination. The greatest adventure in human history had only just begun. In the weeks following the activation of the artifact on Epsilon Eridanib, Earth had been thrust into a whirlwind of change. Olivia Reeves found herself at the center of it all, coordinating the global effort to locate and activate the other artifacts hidden throughout the solar system. "Dr. Reeves, we've confirmed the location of the artifact on Mars," reported Captain Jason Park of the newly formed Terran Space Force. His holographic image flickered slightly as it projected from Olivia's wrist communicator. "Excellent work, Captain," Olivia replied, studying the 3D map of the solar system floating before her. 5 glowing points now marked the locations of discovered artifacts. "Prepare your team for extraction. Remember, we're in a race against time." As Olivia ended the transmission, she couldn't help but feel a mix of pride and anxiety. Humanity had made remarkable progress in a short time, but the challenges they faced were immense. "OIA, status update on the diplomatic front," Olivia requested, turning her attention to the bustling command center around her. The A's voice resonated through her earpiece. "The Galactic Conclave has officially recognized Earth as a probationary member. However, the Drakari Empire continues to protest our involvement, citing our primitive status." Olivia sighed. Despite the protection offered by the Conclave, tensions with the more aggressive alien factions remained high. The knowledge and technology provided by the artifacts had given humanity a fighting chance, but they were still woefully outmatched in terms of raw power. Suddenly, alarms blared throughout the command center. "Dr. Reeves," Aria's voice cut through the chaos. "Multiple Drakari warships have entered the solar system. They're on an intercept course with the Mars expedition." Olivia's heart raced. This was the moment she had feared, the Drakari making a move to seize the artifacts by force. "Alert the Terran Space Force," she commanded, "and send an urgent message to Ambassador Zarthal. We need Conclave support immediately." As the command center erupted into frenzied activity, Olivia's mind raced through possible scenarios. The Mars team was vulnerable, and Earth's fledgling space fleet was no match for the Drakari warships. "Dr. Reeves," a voice called out. She turned to see Dr. Aisha Patel, Earth's leading expert on the artifact technology, rushing towards her. "I think I found something. The artifacts, they're not just repositories of knowledge, they're weapons." Olivia's eyes widened. "Weapons? Are you sure?" Aisha nodded emphatically. The precursors left them as a last line of defense for emerging civilizations. But activating their offensive capabilities requires a specific sequence. A test, if you will. Before Olivia could respond, the main view screen lit up with a live feed from Mars. The drug-carry ships loomed ominously over the red planet, their weapons charged and ready to fire. "This is Warlord Saruk," the familiar guttural voice boomed through the speakers. "Surrender the artifacts, or we will reduce your colonies to ash." Time seemed to stand still as Olivia weighed her options. The fate of humanity hung in the balance, and she knew that her next decision would shape the future of her species. Drawing upon the knowledge imparted by the precursors, Olivia made her choice. "Oh, she said, her voice steady. "Initiate Artifact Defense Network. Authorization code, Prometheus Unbound." The effect was immediate and awe-inspiring. Beams of energy shot forth from Earth, Luna, and the other activated artifacts, converging on Mars. A shimmering shield enveloped the planet, just as the drug-carry opened fire. Their weapons, powerful enough to crack a planet's crust, dissipated harmlessly against the precursor defense system. The drug-carry ships, caught off guard by this display of power, began to retreat. But Olivia wasn't finished. "This is Dr. Olivia Reeves of Earth," she broadcast, her voice carrying across the solar system. "We have activated the precursor defense network. Any further aggression against Earth or its colonies will be met with overwhelming force. We do not seek conflict, but we will not bow to threats." As the drug-carry fleet fled the solar system, cheers erupted throughout the command center. Humanity had stood its ground against a superior foe and emerged victorious. Yet Olivia knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was vast, filled with wonders and dangers beyond imagination. The conflict with the drug-carry was likely far from over, and other challenges would surely arise. But for the first time since the artifact's activation, Olivia felt a sense of true hope. Humanity had proven its worth, demonstrating the ingenuity and courage that the precursors had seen in them aeons ago. The aftermath of the drug-carry confrontation marked a turning point for humanity. In the months that followed, Earth's standing in the galactic community underwent a dramatic transformation. Olivia Reeves, once a solitary xenoarchaeologist, now found herself at the helm of humanity's integration into a vast cosmic society. "Dr. Reeves, the Galactic Conclave representatives have arrived," AOIR announced as Olivia stood before a window in the newly constructed Terran Space Command, Earth's glowing blue sphere visible beyond. Olivia took a deep breath, straightening her formal attire. "Thank you, AOIA. Let's hope this goes well." As she entered the grand meeting hall, Olivia was struck by the diversity of the alien delegates. Ambassador Zarthol stood at the center, flanked by representatives from a dozen different species. Some were vaguely humanoid, others defied easy description, but all exuded an air of ancient wisdom and power. "Greetings, Dr. Reeves," Zarthol said, his melodious voice filling the room. "The Conclave has convened to discuss Earth's future role in galactic affairs." Olivia nodded, her heart racing. This was the moment that would define humanity's place among the stars. "We're honored by your presence," she replied. "Earth stands ready to take its place as a responsible member of the galactic community." What followed was an intense discussion that lasted for hours. The activation of the precursor defense network had proven humanity's worthiness, but it had also raised concerns. Some delegates worried about entrusting such power to a young species, while others saw potential in humanity's adaptability and innovation. As the debate reached its peak, a new holographic display sprang to life in the center of the room. It showed the Milky Way galaxy, with countless points of light representing civilizations both known and unknown. Zarthol gestured towards the display. "For eons, the Conclave has maintained a delicate balance in our galaxy. But there are threats looming on the horizon that we cannot face alone. The precursors chose your species for a reason, Dr. Reeves. Perhaps it's time we trust in their wisdom. A murmur of agreement rippled through the assembled delegates. Olivia felt a weight lift from her shoulders as she realized the tide was turning in Earth's favor. We propose, Zarful continued, that Earth be granted full membership in the Galactic Conclave, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. In return, we ask that humanity share its unique perspective and the knowledge gained from the precursor artifacts to help us face the challenges that lie ahead. Olivia's mind raced with the implications. Full membership would grant humanity access to technologies and knowledge beyond their wildest dreams. But it would also mean taking on a greater role in galactic affairs, with all the dangers that entailed. She thought of the long journey that had led to this moment, from the discovery of the artifact on Epsilon Eridani to the defense of Mars against the Drukhari. Humanity had proven its resilience and ingenuity time and time again. On behalf of Earth, Olivia said, her voice steady and clear, we accept your proposal. We are ready to stand alongside you as partners and friends in the great cosmic journey that lies ahead. The room erupted in a chorus of alien voices, some cheering, others humming or emitting bioluminescent pulses of approval. Zarful stepped forward, extending a hand in a gesture he had clearly learned for this occasion. As Olivia shook the ambassador's hand, sealing humanity's new place in the galaxy, she couldn't help but smile. The challenges ahead were immense, but so were the opportunities. Humanity would venture forth into the cosmos, not as conquerors or subjects, but as equals among the stars. Outside, the first ships of Earth's new interstellar fleet prepared for their maiden voyages. Teams of human scientists worked alongside alien counterparts, unlocking the secrets of the universe. And on distant worlds, colonies of intrepid human explorers took their first steps on alien soil. Olivia Reeves, the woman who had started it all with a simple touch of an artifact, stood at the threshold of a new age. As she gazed out at the starfield beyond Earth, she knew that the greatest chapter in human history was just beginning. The artifact that had changed everything pulsed one last time, its mission complete. Humanity had taken its place among the stars, ready to face whatever wonders and challenges the vast cosmos had in store.